Alright guys, I'm going to make a quick YouTube video. I've never really done this before, just found a need to do it. So I've got a 69 Chevrolet El Camino, and I needed to buy some taillight housings. Well, whenever you buy them from NPD, Year 1, any of those reproduction manufacturers, they're going to come pretty much looking just like this. Basic housing. And this is the left side. So the problem I ran into that nobody seemed to be able to answer, and it's the reason I made this video, is when you buy a reproduction taillight housing, you're given, one with a pressed-in fitting, this fitting right here, that your factory harness goes into and locks in place. So, with that being said, once it's twisted into place and it locks in, if you have any issues with your factory housing, your factory wiring, which mine, it's old, it corrodes, it's not well built. So I went in, bought a new housing. Went ahead and asked for new pigtails. When you buy a reproduction pigtail, this is what you're given. So it's much larger than the original, but it's also insulated a little bit better. It allows you to take the bulb in and out without having to actually remove the housing and twist the bulb out from the back. So it's a much better design, but in nature, with it being 3 times as big, it's obviously not going to fit. So the predicament I ran into was NPD as well as Eckler's El Camino didn't really know how to fix this problem. I was suggested to heat it up. I was suggested to try to crimp it and essentially break the metal down and pull it off the back. Well, that doesn't work. I destroyed 2 housings just trying to figure out a way to actually get this done in a quick and effective manner. So, and what you are trying to get out of the housing is just, this piece. You can crimp it and pull it off the back, but you have to break, and you have to break this initial piece right here, which is actually your lip. It's the lip that can be seen right here. This lip is what you have to crush and get to fold in. So I thought I'd make this video for anybody else, because a lot of money's been spent on these housings, because they're sold in pairs, and even if you only need one, you have to buy 2. So I wanted to save somebody else some time and some money, show you guys how to, if you buy new housing, say you're doing the restoration and you want to go and upgrade the pigtails, this is a way you can fix the housing very quickly and not damage the housing, but set it up for the new pigtail. So what we're going to do real quick is I'm going to get rid of this edge, this little lip right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put vice grips on the back, because this will spin freely. It's tight, but it spins. I'm going to put some notch cuts into that lip while spinning, just real quick. 3-inch. I got a 3-inch angle grinder. That's what I'm going to be using. We're going to put notches in it and spin it. Once a few notches are placed to relieve the pressure, relieve the tension, go ahead and take a screwdriver and a hammer, bend it in, light taps. Go ahead and then pull it out from the back. Once it's out, you're then going to take a 1-inch hole drill bit. You're going to drill through it just to open it up a little bit. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your pigtail, make markings where these 3 pins sit. Take your grinder again and make a few more larger cuts where you've marked. This will allow you to push the pigtail in and spin it. When you spin it, it's not going to allow it to vibrate, move out, or to do anything. If you use a 1 1/8, or a 1 1/2 inch or a 1 1/8 inch hole drill bit to bury through, it's going to be too large of a hole. The 1 1/8 will go in, and the actual prongs will expand out, but the problem you're still going to run into then is it wiggles. As most of you guys probably are trying to do, you want to do it right. You don't want anything wiggling, anything loose, anything vibrating, because vibration is going to cause failure and fatigue eventually. So I'm going to knock this out real quick. I'm going to leave the camera rolling so you guys can see how I do it, and then hopefully this helps out somebody else. I'll show you step by step, just kind of while I'm going through it real quick. there. Now what we do, tighten them up just a little bit. Come in. And it's out. As you can see, minimal damage to the housing. Still looks very good. We're going to put a 1-inch cut hole into this. Measure up, and I'll end up putting the markings on the back where it lines up to after I put my hole. Let me make that quick 1-inch hole. little bevel out relief cut.